Welcome back to the MLS Review Show. Chivas USA is desperate for a home win against DC. But first, the Fire traveled to San Jose. Chicago had finally strung together back-to-back wins. But was it too little too late? Dominic Oduro's breakout season, combined with the strong play of Patrick Nyarko and Sebastian Grazzini, gave the Fire a glimmer of hope. Sitting just 1 point behind Chicago, however, San Jose seemed resigned. Unable to score consistently and missing Steven Leonard's tenacity, the Quakes could not seem to catch a break.
If Frank Yallop's team wanted to make a push, they'd need to stop complaining about external factors and start winning games. Jim Cosimer and John Schrader were at Buckshaw Stadium with the call.
Sean Johnson, super goalie for the Fire this year, and hope to see him with the Olympic team later on.
We are underway from Buckshaw Stadium.
We want to see these in-swinging balls from the outside.
Wando, quick touch, goal, San Jose, a brilliant goal by the Earthquake striker.
It's a great ball. And that right-footed full volley inside of the foot. Just needs to direct it on the frames, not trying to kill the ball there. It's always good to see. It's a nice ball there.
Well played. Nice run by Gargan. He comes in, drives it off the woodworks.
You see, catches a great ball from into the inside there. Good first touch. And you'd think he'd go far post there, but not a lot of space there. Bush does very well to cut that angle down.
His 95th start of his career. And he played that one neatly. Good communication with John Bush. Now the Quakes trying to come right back. It is Colin Stevenson with a strike.
This is a really great ball, though, by Wondolowski. And watch Anibaba. Just a little bit of a nudge there. Very dangerous ball into Oduro.
Stopped by Bush.
Well, it's a broken play here, and it gets back to the Fire, and it's a good first ball. Oduro dying to use that right foot.
Sixth corner of the match. No, but a shot off the volley is stopped by Bush.
You see Pardo measure that up.
Simon Dawkins, he has been quiet. Chips one in, Wando. Did that hit a hand? It did, and they point to the spot.
This ball comes floated in, and it's off Wondolowski's chest right into Anibaba's forearm.
Big stop. Play continues on. What a save by Sean Johnson. Dawkins, dangerous area.
And this is not the best penalty kick from a striker.
Jim at Santa Clara from 2007 to 09. You see a great save, another great save.
Wando's wondering what does it take to get one by this guy. Oh, Ramiro! The second goal of the match comes for the San Jose Earthquakes.
Corrales does well, put this ball in, and a nice pass by Wondolowski.
It is short. Orange boots flying. Wando right on.
That move you just saw by Betishore was so nice. A little give and go to himself.
And there it is. This one is over. The Earthquakes have won 2-0 over the Chicago Fire. Ramiro Corrales got the extra helper in the 70th minute.
When August began to wind down, Chivas looked to be in prime wild-card position, but back-to-back 1-0 losses left the Goats on the brink. The Rojiblancos would need to start getting their shots on frame if they hope to reassert themselves in the mix. DC may have a prime opportunity with games in hand, but United would need to improve their consistency if they wanted to turn those games into points. If Dwayne De Rosario could take his young side deep in the playoffs, he would make a strong case for the MVP award. Dave Johnson and Thomas Rongen called the action from the Home Depot Center.
Michael Romano, it'd be interesting to see how he'll fare because he played 180 minutes for Costa Rica in a couple of matches, including the 1-0 loss, rather victory for Costa Rica over the United States. Here we go. Elias Bazakos, our referee, and Dave Rosario slots it for Pontius. Pontius now puts it across into the net. Charlie Davies is back.
Here's Angel fighting with the ball. Actually, he's not going to be happy with the referee because that maintains possession. Loss of possession there. The best man on the field to have the ball on his feet in those positions is D-Row. Pontius is actually trying to shoot that one at goal, and Charlie Davies, the predator.
Well, sent in and a turn. Oh, my goodness, Juan Pablo at held.
The leading goal scorer in MLS over the last 4 or 5 years, and I'm telling you, that's a great piece of skill.
That would have been a goal of the year candidate had it gone in.
Absolutely.
Spraying it for Andy Nahar. Nahar gets that cross off. Weakly cleared. A chance here for Pontius. He gives it to Davies. There's number 2. It's in the net.
Andy Nahar, who plays a hard ball across, which is a tough one to defend. And then, you know what, Pontius does such a good job in picking out Charlie Davies.
Elliott. De Rosario, a little stop and start. Now United, this is where they've been so strong. This is Pontius. He's got space. Pontius slotting it for Davies. That's number 3. It's in the net. It's in the net. Charlie Davies. Boy, is he back.
D-Row doing the work, finding Pontius, and that's where his athleticism and strength. And then he needs to play this ball right now with the inside of his left foot. Excellent execution by Pontius. His second assist on Charlie Davies, unselfish, and then it becomes an easy hat trick.
And
that was a tough collision.
A tough collision between Pontius, and I believe that was David Jr. Lopez.
Yeah, both knees, Dave, and really not intentional. Yeah, that's just somebody committed to the ball late in Pontius' case.
Davies back to De Rosario. De Rosario! DC United victorious over Chivas USA.
The Eastern Conference saw Sporting climb even with the Crew, while Philly and Houston all left points on the table this week. DC jumped ahead of New York for the final playoff spot after the Red Bulls could only manage a draw. New England and Toronto earned valuable victories, but it would take a stunning turnaround for the bottom dwellers to be serious contenders for the playoffs. Out west, LA became the first team to clinch a spot in the postseason, and perhaps more importantly for the Galaxy, gained additional separation from Seattle and Dallas. RSL have put their midseason slump behind them and made a strong case for a top 3 spot. Portland couldn't seal the victory in Philly, while Chivas may have seen their playoff aspirations dashed. The Golden Boot race is as close as the wild card competition. Landon Donovan tied Thierry Henry with his 12th goal of the year. Last year's winner, Chris Wondolowski, got to double digits, and the biggest mover was Charlie Davies, tallying for the first time since June with a critical hat trick. Next week's nationally televised action kicks off on Friday night. The Timbers face New England at 11 p.m. Eastern on Fox Soccer. Then on Saturday, 2 matinees can be seen as Toronto host Colorado at 1:30 p.m. on TSN in Canada. Then at 4, the Fire take on the Goats on Telefutura. Also in action next week, Wednesday sees Columbus and Houston face off in an Eastern Conference battle at 7:30. Then on Saturday, the Dynamo turn their attention to San Jose. Also on Saturday, cross-country clashes see Dallas take on the Red Bulls, DC United travel to Seattle, and Salt Lake host Sporting. That's all for Week 26 of the MLS Review Show. As we push for the playoffs, remember to visit MLSsoccer.com for full coverage of all the news in Major League Soccer.